Hello. I mean, it's a little not doing so hot because I don't know how things work yet. But I might be going live. Let me send something over to Jared real quick. Oh, no, that's Cap. I don't know if I have stuff. I don't have stuff logged in, so it's gonna.
Should have tested it before, right?
Yeah, definitely should have tested it before, but we're definitely live right
That's
now.
fine.
Um,
To hell with it.
let me send this to Jared real quick. Bam. All right. All right, Jared. Hello. We'll get a little. Because apparently I don't have login to stuff.
For what?
Anything that's not Google. I just recently restarted my computer.
Oh, okay.
I'll take this earbud out. Jared, I sent you a link if you can hear me. Cool. We got 3 people already. Bitchin'.
Fantastic.
So, Mike, just the 2 of us today.
It is just the 2 of us. It's me and Anthony. Jared has personal issues, and Sven is not here with us for other personal issues, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just.
You're good.
There it is. I wore my Reptar shirt to represent Jared. Who he is.
Okay.
But yeah, we're here. We're live. Just the 2 of us today because, well,
shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Jared is the unluckiest lucky man, or the luckiest unlucky man ever.
Which we've talked about many times on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His tire exploded.
And everything. His car, as Sven told me, his car exploded, which is a very accurate depiction of.
Oh, I gotta go get some. I gotta Sharpie it out though. I don't want to show my address to the people.
For what?
This beautiful thing that I got here.
Okay.
All right. So before we get into the main topic, what we've talked about.
Sure.
I got the weirdest piece of mail.
Yeah.
I got this thing from Kellogg's.
Yep, you sure did.
Saying that they're now hiring in Grand Rapids full-time position.
I don't understand where they're hiring in Grand Rapids at.
I don't either.
It's the Pop-Tarts factory.
It is the Pop-Tarts factory.
You love Pop-Tarts.
I love Pop-Tarts. And they're giving a 1,500, my apologies, sign-on bonus. I'm like, damn, if farmers didn't have such good fucking...
I think Kellogg's has better insurance. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Kellogg's probably has much better everything except for your mental health. Because you'll just be...
It'll be factory work.
You'd be smelling like Pop-Tarts.
There are worse things I could smell like, I'll be honest.
Really... Only about 3, but yeah, I'll agree to that. So it's very weird.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart?
It's hard because I like the original cherry.
Personally, big fan of the brown sugar.
You're just so fucking basic. What's good is the ice cream, the fudge sundae one.
Ooh, you freeze those?
Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one that was, it had like pink slime in the middle. It was a
strawberry cupcake?
No, yes, that's the one. That is the one. Had like the yellow sprinkle. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's what. But I just wanted to read a little bit off of this.
Yep.
Because you can manufacture quote Pop-Tarts and other yummy goodness.
To Pop-Tart bites. To Pop-Tarts the cereal.
But,
Pop-Tarts the toilet paper. Pop-Tarts the flamethrower.
Exactly.
Spaceball.
But also this, you have the potential to leave with a great position and a great career, as Tony the Tiger would say.
Fucking God.
Great career, as Tony the Tiger would say.
No.
Yeah. So
they also have. I'm just looking. They have medical, 401k, and paid vacation. I doubt the vacation part highly. You probably have to earn it by working.
Yeah, it's probably so. I'm not going to apply, but if anyone is in Michigan and wants to work for Kellogg's, but
Jared,
Jared can't get to Grand Rapids.
Yeah, he could if he had a car. I mean, he has a car.
But yeah, so welcome to One
It's just
chat.
Oddchat.
Oddchat.
It's not. It's that one. It's just Oddchat.
It
You've
is
been
just
doing this for
Oddchat.
3 goddamn years.
Well, I don't normally introduce Oddchat.
That's fair. Yeah, you do.
It's a Jared thing.
It is a Jared thing. It's gonna be very awkward with just the two. We've done specials before, but not live.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Yeah, I set up the live thing. Jared, I like tried to sign in. I had to go to works, and then I'm like, got a code. I missed it the first time, so I had to come downstairs, resend it, run back upstairs. My work. He sent me the code, so I had to run back downstairs so I could type in the code so we can get all this live.
It's a fucking process.
It is.
That's fine.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. So, because me and Anthony being one of the main co-hosts, and me being basically color commentary, when it's just the two of us for a thing, we have to have some sort of content to talk about because we can't just pull shit from the ethos.
Yeah, we live very boring lives.
I work 2 jobs and do this. So yeah,
I do this. I work a job and I play video games. So
there's not a whole lot of news coming out as far as like comic book stuff or other nerd related things.
I mean, you got your Power Month. I can't. I just gotta say, I hate the design of the Ninja Rangers.
It's the Ninjati. They're already sold out. They sold out so quick because people. They sold out because people have been waiting so long, 3 years basically, for this is season 3 attire that we're getting. It's just like they announced black and blue, which is great. Billy needs all that Billy can get, and we got another great cowl and face of Adam, who's just one of the top tier Rangers ever. He comes back many times. He's kind of like a secondary Tommy. He comes back like 3 different times throughout the series. Good for them. They're sold out. I wasn't going to pre-order them anyway, but they didn't drop anything new today.
I'm surprised.
Fucking me too, bud. Because I was expecting red and yellow and then the fucking pink and white 2-pack.
Yeah, because when they did the Ninja Turtles, they dropped one every day.
One every day, starting
I think
Tuesday, because there were 4. So I was expecting like, they're dropping one on what's today? Thursday? It is Thursday. They're if there is a gun, it's fine, Jared. We all love you. It's fine. Listen, if the van was up and running, I would let you borrow the van. It's just not. So,
I have a bicycle.
Yeah, everyone. If you didn't work so far away from where you live, it's fine. But so they dropped a new one yesterday, and so I was expecting today. And then like a pop-up Fan Friday that they weren't going to announce. This is where they're going to be like, it's the White Ranger. We're doing a 2-pack. Or here's Kim and fucking Tommy. Or Kat and fucking Tommy. Who gives a shit? Here's the KKK figure in the pink Ranger.
I can't wait to see the KKK figure.
Fine. It's fine. The issue I have is they're going to fucking do this, right? They're going to do this. And then they're going to give us another round of MMPR fucking Lightning Collection ones. But it's going to be the movie editions where they got the fucking symbols right here. Where's the fucking right fucking there? And
there's just the same mold, but just with that.
Yeah, with a different chest piece. It's going to have a coin that pops out and flips. And one's going to have like the Tyrannosaurus. The other side's going to have the fucking ape on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's that.
You can tell Mike's very excited.
I don't need another Pink Ranger. We don't need any more Pink Rangers.
Mike told us on Monday
that
there are 37 more Pink Rangers that they could possibly make.
Yeah, and we're going to get at least one. At least one.
You're going to get at least 37, man.
I just don't.
It's not going to be like, it's going to be like through the next 10 years, you'll get all 37 of them.
All I want is to complete a different team. I would love Dino Thunder Yellow, because then I would buy all the and Black, but that's just another Tommy. But then I could have an actual complete team because they fucking have them all already. It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's understandable.
It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine.
Oh, geez, Jared. Yeah, Jared just commenting. So Jared's in the chat because he can't join us today. Unfortunately, he did die.
Yep. He's with us in spirit.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be alive on Monday.
We'll see. Yeah, Jared, stop wasting your money on shit, Jared. You have a car to fix. Fuck. We're gonna have a fucking. I'm gonna have sick Heather on your ass for a budget. Don't fucking think we won't.
I told Heather about our budget episode.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we can't do it because Heather's not there. She said, that's fair. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, it's completely. Heather is completely terrifying when it comes to budgetary things. Trust me, I know.
She's a Nazi. Not a bad way, but like, she's a Nazi.
She's very much like she will ride your ass until shit is taken care of.
Doesn't matter when you bought it, Jared. You should have been saving the money in case something like this happened. Piece of shit.
Yep.
It's fine. So before we got sidetracked talking about Lightning Collection and Jared being Jared and the unlucky lucky man, it's Jared. Don't bud, because like we'll have an intervention for you, my friend, and you will not enjoy it.
No, it is anxiety inducing.
You will cry. Heather will make you cry. She does it to Anthony all the time. I don't have to fight you, Jared. It's Anthony or it's Heather.
No, that was.
Don't say you'll manage because you're fucking not now, bud.
No, Heather's never made me cry. I'm not really a crier. I don't.
Don't say Heather's never made you cry. I know for a fact Heather's made you cry on multiple occasions. It's
no,
fine.
she's made me quiet and shut down, but not really tears. I think last time I really cried is when my grandma died.
That's fair. We handle death differently though, so it won't be any.
I actually like my grandma's.
I mean, I don't not like mine. It's fine. I have to go to lunch with one tomorrow, so
have fun with that.
Yeah, it's going to Red Lobster. I said I didn't know what I wanted. She says, like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. What do you want? She goes, I don't know. So I was like, well, I got to work at 3:30, so we should just go then and be done with it. So
yeah, is this your birthday dinner?
Yes. I'm going to have lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, I don't like lobster.
She's going to have crab legs. I'm going to have lobster mac and cheese. It's fine.
Definitely prefer crab.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so because again sidetracked, and it's going to happen so often.
Yeah, we're sidetracked. This is why CLT alone was only 45 minutes because I alone can only talk to myself.
I was going to say with color commentary, you really need to get a couple episodes ahead, my friend.
I agree.
It's fine. So because it's us in charge and I have the more dominant personality here, I kind of get to decide what we do because Anthony, as much as I love him, he's a very passive person and will go with the flow.
You tell me what to do and I'll do it.
What I decided to make him do is something that I have talked about on this podcast for a very long time, but just recently found, thanks to copywriting issues within Germany and Ireland, that all of the Mystic Knights of Ternanog, all of it is on YouTube in some capacity. Some channels only have like the last half of the first season. Some channels have like 4 episodes. So what I did is I watched Anthony sit down and we watched the first 2 episodes of the Mystic Knights of Ternanog,
which I assume is like a 3 or 4 parter.
That was 1 and 2. I mean, it was the first 2 episodes. They were going to go slay the giant orc, and then the next 4 episodes are them getting the army, which is the armor, which is the VHS tape that Jared got me.
Oh,
yeah. So I made him watch that, and I think Anthony had a good time. I couldn't judge though.
I did. It's the CGI.
Oh, it's bad. It's 1998 CGI.
It is so bad. Like you can always tell when someone's in front of a green screen. The monster CGI, holy shit!
That's so bad.
Now
it's so bad.
Like CGI, I don't mind. Like especially like modern day, where it's so good. Like fucking Thanos and Infinity War.
It's not that, guys.
It is no.
It is a superimposed 3D model of an ogre or an orc.
I believe it's an ogre.
Whatever, imposed on the screen with people attempting to fight around it. Yeah, it's not.
And like it doesn't have shadows or anything.
It doesn't.
It's just one color.
It had a couple colors, but
Well, I meant like gradients. Like there's no like.
Yeah, I mean it had brown pants and different colored horns, but black eyes, and then all of it was fucking. I thought it was green in her layer, and then it turned out to be like an orange pink. That's fine.
Yeah, it was. It's no goo.
I mean, well, with the budget you're given, you have to just kind of go with
Yeah.
it. So that's fine.
But I hate to say stuff like this because art is a media that
Yeah.
can be subjective to everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a product of its time.
Yeah,
though,
definitely.
So.
But I would have done better if it was practical effects. Like if the ogre was a la Power Rangers, giant
in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how this is.
Even
goes.
if it kicked, like even if it was like terribly imposed, see, I feel like at least the practical would be like, okay, that has lighting.
There's just no forced perspective in this because they don't grow or have. I mean, they have a dragon later on, but like they don't grow or have like mechanical things. Like they are humans fighting a creature, and the creature is just really bad CGI.
My favorite.
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite part about that was the ogre.
Yep.
Had a tree branch that it was attacking with.
Yep.
And then they would cut to the tree branch swinging.
It was just a stick swinging in front of a camera.
Like, people would fall over.
So
He's like, well, we have to have this thing interact somehow.
It's
we
true.
Can't touch them with the hand. So tree.
All
right, tree.
Yeah, it's going to be unforced perspective. We're just going to swing a tree branch in front of it, and it's just fine. Everything's fine.
Then we all fall down.
Yeah, so we're kind of going to do this a little worse nostalgia trip, kind of little everything. Right, so we're going to...
Should I smell on some chips to represent Heather?
Yeah, just start talking with your mouth full.
I sent it to your email, you bastard.
It's fine.
I don't have my Facebook logged in, so I can't log in via there.
So we're going to take it from the top. We'll talk about it. So we open on who's a druid, apparently. I assumed wizard, but it's fine. A druid and his apprentice.
That's a tree wizard. That's
fine. And his apprentice who are working on magic of some
not sorcery.
Illusion magic, which is weird for a druid, but
yeah,
that's fine. So his apprentice, the wizard, and makes an illusion. And it's a skeleton.
It is a skeleton.
It's a real bad skeleton.
And I really like the guy fighting the really bad skeleton.
I can't remember his name. I should really pull this shit up so I can have it.
Yeah, I thought you were taking notes for half a second there.
I was gonna, but then I decided not to because I don't care all that much, to be honest with you.
Yep,
stick notes
which is such a long title.
It's fine. Rowan is his name. Rowan, and his wizard, and then the druid is like, I can only make the illusion work for so long. Because Rowan makes him disappear, and Rowan goes, oh no, maybe it's because I'm so great, and that's fine.
We're both great.
The wizard leaves, and Rowan whistles.
Yeah, which I don't know how to do that either, so don't feel bad. But by leave, he's literally just turned around and then he whistles.
He's gone.
He's not even out of the room.
Not even out of the room.
The cutting in this
it's so bad. It's bad. In this first episode, it fucking goes by quick too.
It does.
So enter our rap scoundrel, Angus.
I remembered his name.
Everyone remembers Angus, who is a pickpocket street urchin who Rowan has known basically since they were children, except Rowan was picked up by this wizard person because he's a mark on his arm, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Riff Raff Street Rat.
Yep.
He's probably got a heart of gold. Also, this guy said, these people are all like not American, so they all have great accents.
It is filmed all in Ireland and the UK. So
I'm a sucker for the good accent.
Shows, and it's just so much better. Yeah. So we're gonna just introduce the whole host of characters here because Angus tries to make another. He tries to mimic. I think his name is Cathbad? No, it is the wizard. Cathbad. I think it's
Cathbad.
Cathbad.
Yeah, the druid.
Cathbad. Cathbad. Which what the fuck? That's fine. Tries to mimic his spell and makes a stink bomb apparently, which forces them to run out very awkwardly. Oh no! It stinks.
The acting in this is like a college project, and so is the filming and the cutting and the CGI.
I would say it gets better, but I thought Beetleborgs was better. And if we
You've
learned
your lesson.
I've learned my lesson. It's bad TV, guys, but it's so fucking good. There's so much fucking there. Which we are introduced to Princess Deirdre.
Which I want to say on the Wikipedia, it says fiercely independent Princess Deirdre.
She is kind of a cunt, so that's a yes.
So like
it's a misogynistic way of saying.
For those who like to relate to other things, like Princess Leia in Episode 4 of the Star Wars, she's like that turned to 11, like full on, always sassy, always like fucking like fuck you.
Yep. Yeah, it's great. She gets real pissed off because she gets knocked over, and they try to help her up, and she's like, "Get the fuck off me, you assholes!
Be gone, peasants!
I have to go have a council with the king and Queen Maeve, because there's a peace treaty happening."
Which she lies anyway.
Yeah, she's fucking hiding behind her father's throne. It's fucking not how it is. It's fine. So the king, and I have his name right here, King Concobar. King Concobar and Queen Maeve are having a council in his dining room where they're drinking and celebrating the peace treaty, where a soldier runs in and was like, "God damn it, she's a liar. She's got multiple armies attacking us as a surprise attack," in which case Queen Maeve's like, "Yeah, no shit, this was a trap, and I'm evil, and this land is rightfully mine, and fuck all you guys." And then they say sees her or some shit, and her one guard fends off all of his fucking men.
His name is Torque.
Yeah,
Torc.
That sounds about right. Torque.
It's orc with a T.
Yep. Well, that would make sense because he's probably an orc.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty good. He got that pretty cool like ram looking helmet where he got the ram horns on it.
Yeah, I mean that's her army, and so. Yeah, that happens, and then she disappears, and everyone's like, "Oh no, she's got magic,"
which I love because we open up with magic. Oh, clearly that's sorcery and evil.
I'm afraid we may be doomed. Like she just disappeared.
She disappeared into green fire.
Fuck it all. But everyone sees this, including Rowan, who is peeping, I guess, behind open window.
It's like what that is an arrow thing where you would shoot arrows from.
Yeah, okay.
The tower, which is weird how that's aiming towards the king's room, but whatever.
I mean, what you got to do, right? I suppose. And so we hard cut to inside of Queen Maeve's lair, where she's really pissed off that her army's not strong enough. She's very thankful for her power, but she calls from a golden goblet, Mitre.
Probably
a Mitre, who is a dethroned evil fairy, basically.
And I love that. Also, I love how she calls him a fae.
Yes.
But no one else says fae.
No one else says fae. It is amazing because, like, he's like, "Oh, sure, I'll grant you anything you want for a price," which is such good fae. Such good fae. And so she
never take anything
take anything from a fae. Kids, drugs are fine. Never take anything from a fae. She's like, he grants her this rune stone, and she's like, "Well, what's the payment?" He's like, "I'll get my payment in due time." So fucking good. So she does a magic spell with her magic stone and summons what we talked about at the beginning, which is the world. Can you find the Mystic Knight org? The first one. Let's see if Anthony can find it. Org, yeah. There he is.
Oh, okay.
There's that big hairless sumbitch.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
Woofty doofty.
For those on the audio platform.
Sorry, you're gonna have to Google Mystic Knight org.
Yeah. How do I?
Share screen.
It's been a hot minute since I've been on StreamYard.
You just need to go to that one.
Yeah, it's here.
There you go.
Nope, that's a YouTube video.
Oh no!
No copyright. Who's driving slow by my? Oh, that's a terrible picture.
It is.
I mean, it's quality. It's like 240. That's cool.
Okay, so that right there, that's his half twin. What I told you about. Remember?
Really?
Really? Yeah. Fucking really. So you can't tell me they couldn't do.
Yeah, they could have done this guy practical.
Yeah, go down. So that's the orc. Go down to this dude right there. Yeah. So that's one of the. Okay, so that's one of the guys they got to fight to get their armor, and there's a couple of them. They actually look really fucking cool.
I assume that sea serpent, so water.
Yes, and if you go back here, you can see the bat, and that's the air one. So cool, right?
It is.
It's actually really badass.
It's done rather well.
I mean, it's not, but it's fine. So, where were we at?
So to summon the ogre.
She summons the ogre, and then it goes off to attack.
Brah!
Brah! And everyone comes and be like, oh, it's that one dude who's the king's never questioned his bravery before.
Mm-hmm.
Just bolts in, is like, what's going on? We're being attacked by a giant creature. It's magic. And everyone's like, oh no. Oh no. It's magic. Oh no. And so Cathbad. I'm never gonna fucking remember this, which is bad because we're
let's get the king.
Yeah.
Or
the
druid.
The druid. Cathbad's like, we're doomed, but there may be one thing that we can do. This half piece of parchment paper, which bears the same symbol that Rowan has, to find the savior of the land.
But you're forgetting something.
Oh, damn I.
First, he just talks about it just plainly, and they're like, "Oh, that lost scroll.
Oh.
No one's seen that in years. It's just a myth."
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him in his
fucking has it.
It's not even a scroll. It's a piece of paper.
It's just a piece of paper just rolled up.
Yeah,
it's not a scroll. It's fine. And so, I forgot what I was saying. Piece of paper rolled up. So Rowan comes in and is like, you have this, like,
that's what
we've been looking for. We should go do this. Let's go talk to the king about it. Yep. So they go talk to the king about it. And he's like, I don't really want to bet. Like, I trust you. You're a trusted advisor, Cathbad, but like, this is poppycock. I can't, like, this is fairy tales, and I can't risk my kingdom on a fairy tale.
Yeah. So he's gonna just surrender.
Yes, he's gonna just surrender. It's a good plan.
Honestly, it is.
But then Deirdre's like, well, why can't we do both? Why can't you give him time to go do this? And if he dies, fuck all. And if he comes back, like, hooray.
Yeah, if he's right, he'll right.
Yeah.
But if
Let
he's
this
wrong,
boy go. I'm not a boy, I'm a man.
And the person who plays him, like, is 25.
He's like 30. I swear to
he's
God.
a full-grown adult.
He's no longer an apprentice, is what I'm getting at.
This
man should be studying.
Is like, if we did not have facial hair, it's like,
yeah.
It's like, he's like, yeah, no, he's an adult. He's not a boy.
Yeah, and so they're like, sure, we'll fucking go. And he's like, but I want to take a crew with me. I'm going to assemble my crew. It was just one fucking dude, and it's his best friend, Angus. who's somehow locked up.
Well, because after the stink bomb, one of the guards was like,
right.
thief!
Fuck right. He got chased. I fucking forgot about that.
By the man in very flimsy
cloth. Rowan offers Angus an ultimatum. Like, you can either come with me on this grand magic journey, or you can rot in jail. He goes, ooh. Angus goes, ooh. Go with you on a grand magic journey, or rot in jail. That's a hard decision.
And I feel like very Mike. Like, that would be a Mike response.
It is. And Rowan goes, well, fuck it then. I'll just go on by myself. And Angus goes, like, wait. I go with you. It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine.
Again, that would be Mike. If I were to do something dangerous, Mike would be like, no, don't do that. I'm not going with you. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it by myself.
All right, I'm going. Yep. And so Angus starts talking about the gold that they're going to get. And we're not going for the gold, Angus. No.
We're going for this legendary warrior.
No, it's the jewels. The jewels that we're going for. The gems and the jewels.
You gotta love the hustle.
He doesn't stop. If I remember correctly, this motherfucker is always on his hustle. Like, always. He becomes a fucking sacred knight with mystic goddamn powers of the earth. And he still tries to fucking pickpocket.
I believe it. I can imagine him being like, oh yeah, I just saved your town. So gold. Bed.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is too. And so they start off on their grand magic quest. And I mean, listen, it goes hard for the next 5 minutes. I'm not even shitting you.
Yep.
They are on their quest. Great. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Cut to them making camp. cut to them.
A dream.
A fire, and where Rowan's like, just get some goddamn sleep, you piece of shit. And to a dream where Rowan dreams about a black dude who's gonna guide them to the fairy ring.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be a dragon as well. It literally says there'll be a dragon as well. I'm not even shitting you.
And then there's, don't forget the horse.
Oh, and a horse.
Where the knights, where the mighty steed, where the hero will sit, of course. They say horse and of course.
It's so fucking good.
It's
so lazy. I fucking love everything about it.
And then it cuts to them back on the walking. Middle of the day.
2 seconds after that, they are fucking strung up by their feet too, because they're immediately captured by the black dude that Ivar, that Rowan had a dream about.
Yeah,
it is Ivar, right?
Yes, Ivar.
Ivar, from a prince from across the ocean.
Yeah, it says
from a distant land.
Wikipedia, a black prince from a distant land.
Yeah, because Turnanog, I guess, technically is an island.
Yeah,
they say it's an island, so I don't know if we ever get a map, but it's fine. I don't really give a shit. At which point, they get really pissed off at Ivar and they're like, "You need to fucking cut us down," and so he cuts them down. And then, like, apparently, Prince Ivar is after a thief with a scar over his eye,
on his forehead,
over his eye, that stole a silver chalice from his people, and if. And basically Angus swindles him. He's like, if you take us to the fairy circle, we'll go ahead and tell you where the fuck that guy is.
Which apparently he just knows where the fairy circle, the stranger to this land.
Yeah, well, he got a map.
Okay.
Yep.
And then they agree, and then it
hard cuts to them at the fucking fairy circle.
At
night, yes. Where the line is, all right, I'm here now, tell me where my man is. Or the guy with the scar, right? Yeah. And Rowan, for whatever reason, is like, oh, I don't think you need to look very far for that man. What would make you think that the guy who stole a silver chalice from a black prince from across the sea followed you to a fairy ring? What is the logical conclusion there?
And not the fact that if this person's watching you, they clearly can hear you.
Yes. So they jump this person. It turns out to be Princess Deirdre.
Yep. Who immediately kicks Rowan in the dick.
Who immediately she just fucking hauls back and kicks the son of a bitch.
I bet you there was multiple takes.
Oh, there had to have been. It was fucking
great.
Like,
okay, I need more padding.
And then while they're arguing, the fairy circle glows red, and they are all immediately whisked through the bottom of the earth, apparently.
It reminded me of Space Jam when Michael Jordan falls through the hole.
Yes, yes, that's what it is.
But worse somehow.
Yeah, and then while they're falling, we get executive producer Chaim Saban coming across because it's the end credits, right? It's the end credits. So the second episode, like, again, it's a lot to fucking take in on that first episode. The second episode is where they're going to get their weapons, which is great.
I also feel like we didn't need the first episode. Everything is explained in the second episode, like, immediately. I'm the princess. We're looking for this knight because there's
but there was setup, and the first episode's always just filler. Like, unless you have a continuation of a series like Power Rangers, the first episode is always what it is. So the second episode, we get the same thing starting. They're falling through the ground into Turnanog.
The land
of the little people.
Yep. Yeah.
I say little people just like 17 times.
Yeah.
Too much.
The worst part about that was when they said, I think it was the druid.
Yep.
The druid was like, oh, be cautious of little people.
Be cautious of little people.
They're not human.
They're not.
And I'm just like, oh, that didn't age that well.
Didn't age well at all. No.
Just call them phase.
Just call them the phase. So they're in a land of the little people. I think Angus says it right away. He notices it, and he notices that there's a lot of gold just laying around.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is a trap.
It's always a trap.
If you're in the land of the Fae, do not take anything. Do not give anyone anything as a gift.
No. That's dumb. You're dumb if you do it. Again, kids, do drugs. Stay away from the Fae.
Yep, stay away from the Fae.
If you see the Fae on drugs,
don't take the drug from the Fae.
Yeah. And don't take the gold for the drugs from the Fae. Yes, I said that right. Hashtag don't do drugs. And don't trust Fae. So they go exploring, and Ivar's like, well, if you fuckers are going that way, because you lied to me, I'm going this way. And I think the implication is he finds the dragon, but I don't fucking know.
I don't know. There's a lot of fire that just comes out.
It's like a trap door, but I mean, we know that there's also going to be a dragon. It was foretold in his dream. So I don't know if that was supposed to be the assumption.
I assume that there was a walk where they talked to each other. Be like, yeah, I had a dream about you. And this is what the dream was like.
I mean, that's the Angus does have. Angus and Rowan do have that kind of dream. Like, I'm telling you, it was a dream. He told me of a stranger from a distant land that was going to help us. And then they get strung up by that stranger. It's fine. Perfect. So they meet the King of Turnanog, who I don't have his name readily available.
I don't know. He kind of looked like Anthony Hopkins to me for some reason, and I don't know why. King
Finvara. King Finvara.
Played by Pedar Lamb.
PR Lamb. It's fine.
I love this conversation. This says this right here. He played King Finvara in the television series and lending his voice to old Piggly Winks on the children's television show Jakers, the Adventure of Piggly Winks.
The fuck is that? I don't want to click on that. That seems cursed, Anthony. That seems like it's a trap from the Fae.
Jakers. I know that. I remember because he was Irish.
I would have to see the picture.
I don't know. I would need saying Jakers out loud. Just like
I would need to see pictures of the show.
Triggered a memory. Oh yeah,
kind of like me when the Knights.
Jakers.
No idea.
I grew up with a little sister who was 13 years younger than me. So
that's fair.
Probably why. I know.
It's kind of like that moment where the soldiers were marching up from Queen Maeve's onto Queen Maeve's castle, and it just
yeah, Mike had literally
dumbstruck by nostalgia from it, just because it hit me so fucking hard because it's B-roll and they use that B-roll one too many times. So, but yeah, so they meet King Finvara, who is like, we're not gonna help you unless you pass the tests. Well, when do the tests start? They already have. Oh, right, because hang on. No. They immediately get sucked down into the ground with the exact same animation that we saw them get sucked into Turnanog with.
It's like a terrible Photoshop.
Just warped down.
It just warps to a big black hole. It's like,
It's not good.
No.
So they enter a room, and we as the audience can see, and I think this is a mistake, but the wall is clearly moving before they notice it too, and then they notice it, and they're like, Angus.
Angus falls on. He falls.
Yeah, he falls and he's like, "Oh, my bum! What did I land on?" And it's a human skull, and they all scream and run around. And Angus finds the exit as the wall is closing. But oh no, Anthony! Oh no! Prince Ivar. We don't know. I think. Do we know he's a prince?
Yeah, he says it.
Okay, Prince Ivar. His sleeve is caught in the wall.
Yeah, which at this point. Rowan's used his sword as a brace.
Yeah, prop.
Yeah, so the wall won't close on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my favorite part was Rowan like, "Come on, my hands, my arm is stuck. Come on!"
I know, right?
like I don't believe you. Come on,
use the voodoo. It's fine. And so.
Jared's here.
I'm not putting in an earpiece,
so
you're gonna have to tell me if he says anything. And so King Finvara, that's the first. We assume this is the first test, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's obvious.
This is the first test.
Like he just happened to get his arm stuck.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And so the next test is they're all walking through, and they come across a room that has red and blue, pink and blue. Sorry, pink and is it red or
it's red?
Is it red? It looks so fucking pink. It is pink and blue, and so they're like, "Well, what do we do now?" Jump cut to Angus, who is picking off gold from the wall. Basically,
he is.
It's really weird, and so. He falls through the wall, Anthony.
Yep.
He falls through the wall into a pot of gold. where he meets a fae who's like, if you take this gold and tell them to go along the pink path, they'll all fall to their certain doom, and you'll get to keep this money as well. Because apparently the blue path is the correct path. And so Angus is like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I'll do that for all the gold. That's fine. And so they're like, well, which path is the right path? And he's like, oh, the pink path, of course. The pink path. We'll take the pink path because he wants the gold. But he's unsure. Deirdre asks him, are you sure? Maybe. Nope. I'll go first. And so Angus goes first. And is like, one more safe. And when they get to the other, which is weird because that's not what the fairy said.
I think it was more of like, hey, if you take this gold, and everyone say hello to Jared.
I might suck your thing if you take the gold.
Suck your dick. But
it's okay.
But I think the trick was like, hey, if you walk on the blue one, you can have this gold chesting him.
Yes.
Because like, oh, clearly if you walk on the blue, it's gonna be a trap.
Yeah.
So go on the red.
Oh, no,
obviously
a trap.
And then, I forget what happens after that. They make it all the way. They throw a stone on the blue one. It does the same effect.
Yeah, it just instantly
disappears instantly.
Drops. It's terrible. It was like they had the budget for 2 effects.
Yeah, I mean probably. That
likely
makes the most sense to me.
Fire.
But I see him talking. So
he's laughing.
Oh, okay.
I get to watch.
What's the next trial? There's one more, isn't there?
No. Because,
right, because it's so stupid.
Because Tinkerbell shows up now.
Oh yeah, Tinkerbell shows up. I don't know her name. She's the only fairy that flies in this entire fucking series.
Aiden? Hayden?
Probably.
She has an affection for Rohan.
Yeah, she really likes Rohan.
What kind of bullshit is
So
that?
the cute one. So
yeah, she's like, hey, handsome one.
Yep.
Hey, big boy.
Rowan asks her to go check on the war that's going on outside, and that's fine. Go right ahead. So she goes and does that, and then they're teleported back to the throne room, and they're like, "Oh, and Deirdre's like, oh, so we're past the tests. Let us go." So
the test is over.
It's not. So the king makes some magic, and they're going to turn him into Spriggans.
I'm sorry, Spriggans?
Creatures.
Yes, Spriggans.
Okay.
And it looks, the way these Spriggans look, is they look like little goblins.
Yep.
Which I don't think that's a Spriggan.
No, it looks like a chupacabra to me. That's what it looks like.
I'm pretty sure Spriggans are more like leafy.
They are. They are definitely. I think
they're like a
Spriggan
woodland
is technically
spirit.
a doppelganger, isn't it? I think a Spriggan is a doppelganger.
That is a future CLT sandwich episode.
I figured it was going
I'm
to
gonna
be.
look this up right now because it's going to.
If I remember, because Spriggans typically have a fetch.
Oh god, there's mythology. You got to look up mythology because there's fucking Skyrim. They very much look like tree people.
Yeah,
they're like a woodland elemental
you got
spirit.
Yeah, they're tree people.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, listen, they tried. They tried really hard. At least they were green.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was that.
They blew all their money on the ogre budget.
But Deirdre's like,
All
fine,
fucking,
how dare you turn me, Princess Deirdre of Kal-El. Yes. Whatever the fucking kingdom is called. How dare you turn me into Fine, you can turn me into one, but let them go so they can go off and fight my king's battles. And the king, and then
the king of Tirnanog,
Venfara, is like, you all passed the test. Rowan showed bravery by going back to Ivar. Ivar showed loyalty by having a death oath.
Yeah.
We
forgot to talk about that.
I forgot about
death oath. I am curious.
After Ivar is rescued, he's like, "Oh, in my culture, if you rescue someone's life,
life debt.
Life debt.
It's a life debt.
They make the black guy serve the white guy until life debt is."
Yes,
this sounds so wrong on so many levels to you in the audience.
Angus showed something.
He showed honesty.
Honesty by not lying, and Deirdre passed her test by.
They said one more nobility trait.
Yeah, I need one more nobility trait, and so you passed the test. You may leave. You have my blessing. And
here are these bitching weapons.
Deirdre gets a crossbow. Ivar gets a trident. Angus gets a morning star.
Technically, yes, I think it's a morning
technically
star.
a morning star.
But it's got a really weird fucking handle.
It does. It has a cross hilt.
It's like, yeah, it's a cross hilt, but it's like the hilt is like a foot long.
Which one is this? Left?
Oh, that's left.
Why does it have a hilt?
To stop blades.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Hi, Jared.
Yeah, Jared, I can hear you now. It has a hilt because it has to, because he uses it as like a chain weapon too in episodes. Like, so if a sword is swinging at you, you have to be able to block it.
To block it, but still, I don't know.
No, it's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then
star 1 word or 2.
1. And then Rowan's like, well, where the fuck's my weapon? And King Fenvara, I said it right, Fenvara.
Yeah.
Is like, oh, you've had it the entire time. Hit your sword against my throne. And he doesn't hit his sword against his throne. He hits
It's a rock.
It's a rock near the side of the stone, and it turns into this dragon fucking slayer sword. So that's fun.
Yeah. To show everyone, because here's a toy of just if this will pop up.
You can Google it.
I could, but that hilt right there. That's the fucking
thing.
Yeah, it is a big, thick ass, wide thing.
That's like a God, what is that? A halberd kind of thing? Like that looks like it belongs on a very big sword.
Yeah, it's cross like a bastard sword or.
Yeah, that just seems very out of place. But okay.
I have to Google William Wallace. Give me a second.
Okay. So again, we got Deirdre with his badass crossbow, and they're like, you now need to go and find your armor so that you can battle and take back Tirnanog and find the legendary Draconis, the warrior that will free the land for 1,000 lifetimes.
100 lifetimes.
100 lifetimes. And they're like, well, we can't do it now because
we don't have
the army's about to fail. So can we do it later? And they're like, sure. And then they go on, and Anthony didn't see this part because I kind of ended the episode, but they went off and basically Deirdre fires a bunch of wind arrow bolts at the ogre, and Angus makes the ground shake to get him off, and Ivar uses some thunder and lightning from his spear, and then as Anthony saw, good old Rowan holds his sword like a shotgun and it shoots out fire bolts.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what you just explained.
You could have watched it on YouTube. Again, if I would have known you were going to be on, I would have just fucking made you watch it on YouTube too.
For clarification to anyone who listens or watches this, whatever, I'm just at home. I didn't expect to join in. I was just going to kind of do things behind the scenes. But, James is very pushy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe next time we can just post it from there.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can save some gas.
It's fine. I don't have good internet anyway.
But the best part about that is, they show a hologram of them in their armor and stuff.
Yes.
Like, oh, really? I've never seen armor like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool, bitchin' armor.
It's magic armor. So,
yeah. But the fact that the sword guy, they're all waving, and the sword, he just literally drops it down like a gun. And I asked Michael, why is he holding him like a gun?
Because he shoots firebolts out of it. That's why he shoots firebolts out of it. Yeah.
Because magic.
So, in order to summon their weapons, which will play a bigger part, because they will always have their weapons, but they need to say their magic summon.
They got to activate the magic.
They got to activate the magic. So you have the fire within me, the ocean around me, the air above me, and the earth beneath me. There will be a fifth one that comes into play, and it is Deirdre's brother, long lost brother from battle, who's a prince who comes back, who, like a sixth ranger.
Yeah.
And he becomes the forest one, basically. And so it is the forest before me. And this motherfucker has the coolest weapons. It is double axes that form into one axe. So he splits them apart. And as a child, it was the fucking most badass thing you could ever fucking think of. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just looking at him. Garrett.
Yes, Garrett.
Dude. Oh, God. Yeah.
He's got the axe. He's got the coolest fucking armor, too. It's like a deep brown.
Of course.
Look at that shit.
Look
at that shit.
He's a fifth ranger. I thought he was going to be more leafy. He's more rooty. looked like Roots are his theme.
Yes.
This
It's
makes
I'm
sense.
sorry, you said Rudy, and all I could think of was that movie.
You mean Rudy?
Yes.
Is that what the movie's called?
Yeah, Rudy.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Rudy. It's about a kid who can't play football, and he plays football.
Yeah.
And he wins.
That's
And then
fine.
that basically gets held up on a pedestal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a movie.
But Anthony, while we were watching this, had made a kind of offhanded comment at the beginning. I don't think he realized that he said it. It was when he was talking about the really bad ogre CGI. He's like, "Oh, I can kind of see why it failed." Oh no, sir. No, sir. This thing was signed on for a season 2, which was going to involve battle carts that they had toys for. Go ahead and look up Mystic Knight battle carts. This was going to go, like, they were going to go hard into, like, steampunk shit. It is going to be fucking fantastic. And then Power Rangers had to go fuck it up. It's the only time you're ever going to hear me talk about that on this podcast. And I've talked about it many times, where Power Rangers in Space was supposed to be the final season. It had the ultimate episode with the destruction of Zordon, the release of the Z-Wave, which was knocking out, and so destroying all evil in the universe. And because it was such a rousing success and brought the franchise back, the Mystic Knight season 2 was scrapped for another Power Rangers season, which gave us Lost Galaxy, which is my least favorite season, including Turbo.
I
which
just
says a lot.
I just gotta say, honestly, I prefer the Mystic Knights.
Oh, so do I.
I like the look of it, and the toys for like the season 2. Mike brought up those battle cards. The toys they were pushing out for that look fucking badass.
Right? It was going to be a good season and a good series, and it was going to continue, especially because this was not just rehashed Japanese footage, right? This was all exclusively produced by Hayao Saban to prove to himself that he could actually do it, because a lot of his critics were like, all right, yeah, but you're not really doing anything original. You're just
taking the footage.
You're just taking a rehashed concept and not paying anyone for it. So he's like, no, I can do it by myself.
And he could have.
And he needs to bring it back, Mr. Saban. Okay, Hayam. We
are in the age of nostalgia. He has to bring it. Like, it's now.
I
most
don't even care if he doesn't bring it back. I want him to sell the rights to Shell Factory so I can get Ultra Blue or Ultra 4K Blu-ray, like fucking tin steel box limited edition of this shit brought out.
Oh, you mean like my 4K?
Yes.
The Transformers movie.
Yes.
box.
I need a steel box.
Oh, hey, that's what that is.
I know. That's what I want more than anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's a dead IP, and so they really should just.
I mean,
yes,
but that would give it opportunity to come back as something.
Well, here's the thing. I really wish Sven was here too, so he could have seen this, because this is very nostalgic for him as well. We are just coming off of like a big medieval thing, right? With Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, Game of
and Witcher season 2 is coming out. This is the opportune time to reboot this franchise, right?
It would be.
It would be. This is what I'm saying it, but it won't ever happen because Hayao Saban's making too much fucking money off Hasbro and Power Rangers.
Yeah, Hayao realized that it's like, oh, you mean I can make it just for cheap and not have to do anything original, make millions of dollars.
Yes.
I'm gonna look up the Hayao Saban's net worth right now.
It's upwards of the millions. He's another one of those. It might not be a billion, but it's high millions. But yeah,
it has to be.
So, like, the next few episodes of the Mystic Knights, they go off and they fight, and Anthony showed them. They fight a water serpent and a bat and, like, a dragon dude and some earth elemental.
3.1 billion as of this year.
Motherfucker.
God damn.
Yeah, it's not liquid, though. He's an asshole. They have to go out and find it and get that magic armor, and then it's basically a monster of the week. But they have a larger arcing story where you find out, and this is going to be spoilers for a fucking 20-year-old fucking show.
Spoiler alert for a show almost nobody's seen.
Fucking pissed off. The sad thing is everyone remembers this show, and if you look at the YouTube, which is why I want to burn through them all over the next couple of weeks, because they've been up for a year or 2 years, and because copyright laws are different within Germany and Ireland, they probably won't get removed like a lot of our shit gets removed.
Explain the Germany thing.
What?
Why'd you bring up Germany?
Oh, because technically the episodes that
right.
we were watched are English produced but German dubbed. So like the title song was different than the American one. It was the German theme, and all the word letters and stuff was
Like-
the titles were German.
Nox der.
Yeah, Nox der Lafu and shit like that. And so it might have even been French, to be honest with you, but der is German. I know that. So
And Noct is also German.
yes.
Thank you, Call of Duty, for teaching me one thing.
Right. And so
This is what we need to Sven. He's our German expert.
He really is.
And so I want to burn through them all before they eventually get pulled down. But like the person that we watched on their YouTube channel, they only had like the first 26 episodes, and some have like 1 through 26, and some have 15 through 30, and some have like 30 through 50.
You got to put the pieces together.
Yeah, you have to piece it together, and it's not going to be all great quality, but like it's all there now, which I didn't realize because I've looked this up before and it has not been there. So
we have discussed this.
Time goes on, rights slip through.
Yeah, and especially if it's foreign rights. But
yeah.
I just want to say the guy who plays Rohan.
Yeah, Rowan.
His name is Lachlan O'Marion.
Yep.
Like that's an Irish name.
It is a very
That's Irish as fuck.
And all of them are fairly decent looking people too. Like they did not skip out and try to find a bunch of fuggos.
You know, speaking of something that's fuggo and weird.
Yeah.
I just for some reason came across Jason David Frank with full facial hair.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's weird.
It's dapper as shit, but it's fine.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't look like Jason David Frank to me. Like,
no,
in a suit with his hair combed to the side.
I mean, he had
beard.
that fucking soul patch when he was in Dino Thunder.
Yeah, the soul patch I can deal with.
Yeah.
The flavor saver.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So, like I was saying, in the next few episodes, like they go on to find their armor. Queen Maeve keeps attacking. You find out that Queen Maeve, because we learned that Rowan is an orphan, found on the streets by Cathbad, with the symbol on his arm. That's a prophecy for the I'm going to say the Legend of the Dragoon, but that's a PlayStation game.
I was going to say the Legend of Dragon Knight, but that's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a dragon, the Dragon Warrior, which is Kung Fu Panda.
it's the Green Ninja. It's the White Ranger.
It's the savior.
They
of the
all
land.
have one.
Yeah, the savior of the land, and it turns out to be Rowan in the long run because he can communicate and control the dragon, and it gives him really cool armor.
A Draganta.
Turns out,
I like that.
And turns out Queen Maeve is technically his mother, and he has a half brother who's a giant green creature who ends up trying to be good in the end, and then of dying. And then the season ends when they're going to go across the lands to free different people, and that's where season 2 is going to come in with like the battle cards and shit. Yep. So that's it. That's the Mystic Knights in a nutshell. But yeah, I made Anthony watch the first 2 episodes. It's probably going to be season 3 of the Worst Nostalgia Trip because now that I know it's on YouTube, I'm going to make Heather watch
now
it.
you can watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I might try to convince her to not do Sailor Moon and do Mystic Knights. I don't think that's gonna fly.
Probably not.
No, she has her heart set on.
I think you could do like a season of Sailor Moon and then
we're only doing 50 episodes, or we're only doing the amount of episodes that we did for Big Bad Beetleborgs.
I think that's more than a season.
I think it's 26 episodes technically because we watched 2 each time. But yeah, that's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you guys want to know what I did this morning?
What?
Oh, please.
I woke up at 6 o'clock and I ran a mile.
Why?
Because I have a 5K in less than a month.
You do.
You're just now getting up to try to do that?
Well, now I have a reason to get up because Heather started school, so she's getting up at 6 o'clock, leaving by 6:30. So
send your flowers to Oddcast Network, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm going to
for Anthony's
eventual tomorrow. Death. I'm gonna take Wednesdays off and the weekends off. But the biggest reason why I've decided to do this is because I'm already gonna get up early on the weekdays. Might as well take advantage of that and sleep in on my weekends.
Fair. But I feel like if you have the 5K that close, I think we brought this up before that you should have been like preparing for it a little bit sooner.
I know I'm a moron.
It's okay.
I'm not going to. I mean, I'm not as good as Heather and Mike. I'm barely as good as Holly.
Mm-hmm. You're
Well, I
not
mean, they
nearly
do
as
them
good as
more
Holly.
too.
Yeah. So maybe.
Holly finished the 5.25 a minute behind us, so
Yeah.
you're doomed.
Yeah, I'm doomed. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run as much as I can in the 5K. Then I'm gonna walk, and then I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna walk, and then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do this 5K on and off. So yeah, I'm fucking dead, and I don't think I'll ever run another one. I think I might just keep running
Until
in the
Heather
morning.
pressures you into doing one.
The thing is, you say that, but when you cross that finish line and you get that emotional high when they hand you the medals, that is something that cannot be captured ever again, and you will keep chasing that high.
I get that from plastic.
No, you will keep chasing that high.
Oh my god, let me tell you, I was so happy. So, Transformers are re-releasing a lot of old figures that are very expensive.
Remaking or just?
I mean, by old figures, I mean figures that came out like 2 years ago.
Yep.
Okay.
So, because I think Hasbro realized the secondary market is where the money is.
Yep.
So they re-released this one figure, and it was a hole in my collection. I'll be honest. Car Dropkick, and he was a Target exclusive, and he came with a Bumblebee that I don't fucking give a shit about.
Right.
So it normally costs $50.
Okay.
Found it on eBay for $60.
Okay.
So I bought it.
Yep.
And I'm like so happy because everywhere else it was $100.
Damn.
Yeah, the aftermarket's crazy. So I'm just like, until it was coming every day, I'm like, I hope I didn't get scammed. I hope I didn't get scammed. And then when the mail came,
box with a brick in it.
Oh, it already came.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still waiting for it.
Nope, it came, and honestly though, because I was waiting for the package, and I'm like, okay, the mail's here. I don't think they dropped off the package though. Oh no,
that would have sucked.
Yep, it would have.
Would have really sucked. By the way, I do have a message to relay about a movie from Fiend Gots himself. He wanted me to relay it to you.
No one asked you.
Right.
Just don't eat my balls. Shit. But he wanted me to let you know, Anthony, that Free Guy was really fun. It was really violent. He's not a video game guy, so he's like, there's probably a lot of references I didn't get, but he wanted to let you know that, it was a really fun movie. It wasn't as dumb as he originally thought by some of the trailers were making it look like it might get a little dumb. He said, no, it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or, just put that full screen.
Well, yeah, you were talking, so I was giving you the full star, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, did you have you watched the What If episode 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Enjoy them?
Number 2 is way better than number 1. Phenomenally better.
There.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I just didn't know if you had seen them or not.
Of course.
But yeah, so
that's why I'm taking Wednesdays off.
You son of a... So Michael just walked you all through Mystic Knights. Not what I was expecting them to do. So that was fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until you had to fucking ruin it by coming in.
Yep, sorry. Bastard.
Yeah, so about yeah, I guess that's probably going to be it for the stream. I mean, we got one viewer.
I think that's it for the show.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably
hour,
Jared.
So
yeah. So Jared, where can people find you?
Well, everything on screen, but if you're listening to audio, in the description, but at Oddcast N or at Joke Pants Games.
All right. Mm-hmm. That's on Twitter. Michael.
You can find us at Beetle_cast on Twitter.
Nice. So you can find me at Inferno Frenzy and at CLT_sandwich on Twitter.
Also, we should probably just add this in. For everyone that's listening, we appreciate all you guys, for tuning in every week and listening. Not really sure how things are going to go moving forward. Officially, I won't know anything until tomorrow morning, and then I'll be able to kind of figure out what's going to happen from here. It may be just bonus episodes we have to put up in the meantime. There could be something like this that happens again where I'm just not here at all. We'll figure it out. I'll know more by tomorrow, but just a heads up for everyone. We might be taking a short break. Who knows?
Life happens.
Yeah,
It does.
even though
Yep.
Jared got picked up by a stranger after he blew out his tire, his
And
car
didn't die.
It was,
didn't
and my
3
coworker
a.m.
is super cool and has nothing better
Yeah.
to do, so he enjoys giving
Shout
me a
out to
ride.
your-
because I keep him
Shout
company.
out to your coworker.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. But yeah, everybody, hashtag stay odd. We'll see you all around at some fucking point. Michael looks happy as can be. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep.